Test, test. One, two, test. I hope this shit's recording. What's up, everybody? This is the Quazemoto Show. Welcome. D, are you there?
Huh?
Yeah,
What happened to your music?
I thought you were sleeping, man. So I didn't want to wake you up.
Well, I wake up to music. What happened to your music?
Man, come on. That comes in the editing part, man. Come on. Now you ruined it for everybody, man. I was gonna bring in the music for the show and everything, man. But no, there's no music here today, bro. Oh man, man. I
no,
was gonna I was gonna have
no
a set.
music. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You just told me I would have just sang.
yeah.
I would have sang.
Listen to this tomorrow morning, then you'll hear the music.
Oh,
I
okay.
gotta come up with new music anyways, man. I think that one little beat I have is getting a little, as the younger kids would say, mossy. You know,
Oh,
that's like I was listening or watching something, and this one dude who's like like our age or older. He said like these younger kids were commenting on his dress, like he was wearing like faded polo and cargo shorts. And one of the kids are like, "Man, that dude's a little mossy." The dude's like, "What the fuck is mossy?" You know? So he had to ask his daughter, and his daughter like told him in a second. That means your clothes are out of style, Dad. So you a little mossy.
right.
Alright.
I tell you.
So what's been going on, D? How you doing? Uh-oh. D, did you drop off the earth again?
Yeah, it seemed like I lost you there for a second, but looks like you're back.
Yeah, man. You gotta stop going outside and walking around with your cell phone. It can only lead into trouble, man.
I'm actually in the cave,
Oh.
just sitting over the microphone.
So, you know what happened last week? And I didn't even know until it was too late. The basketball tournament started. I found out about it like Thursday, 12 p.m. I was like, oh shit, I didn't even fill out a bracket. And then like 2 hours later, the first game started. I'm like, damn. But you know what? First of all, I had no clue that the tournament started. Second of all, I'll be honest, I had no interest whatsoever in the tournament this year. None. What does that say? Does that mean
Well,
that
well,
either I'm getting too
well.
old and basketball, my interest just isn't in basketball, or college basketball itself is not that important? I don't know.
Well, it was it wasn't an easy pick for me. I did play in the tournament pick
You
for
put some money?
ESPN.
Did you put some money down?
I didn't put any money down. I just put my pride
Nah, bragging rights.
down. Yeah.
You know what? You should have at
So,
least filled out the tournament that the one dude, that billionaire, I think he does this every year. That investor, the real famous one, right? Um, for like he has a website for his company, and I think it's open to the public. You enter your picks into his tournament, and the winner, whoever gets what wins the tournament, you get like $1 million. Warren Buffett, right? The billionaire investor, and if you get a perfect bracket, he gives you something like 50 million.
mm,
You know, has there ever been a perfect bracket ever?
no, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so, man. What are the odds of getting a perfect bracket? I mean, you got to be lucky and you got to be skilled to get a perfect bracket. You know?
Yeah, it's like winning the lottery, you know.
Yeah. You know. And if someone was to get a perfect bracket, it'd be just like the knuckleheads you see that win the lottery. Well, I never really played the lottery. I just thought I'd go to 7-Eleven and get a ticket because the jackpot was like
Yeah.
$500 billion, and I never really play. That's exactly what's going to happen if someone gets the perfect bracket. I never really play. I just picked the teams that I thought had the best colors or mascots. I really didn't pay attention. I thought it'd be fun, and the donk ends up winning the whole thing.
I actually did the opposite, man, because I knew that North Carolina was going to come out like like a dead man just coming out of his grave, man. These guys are pretty good, man.
Uh huh.
And then on the other side, I knew Villanova was going to be good. I said, okay, Villanova's doing exactly what I thought they were going to do.
Mhm.
And then I said, well, okay, Kansas looks like they're pretty good too. I said, well, these guys look like they're pretty good.
Now
And then I saw Texas A&M, man. They got this guy, man. Man, he's like,
you gotta
I
step
mean,
out. You gotta step out the cave, D. You're breaking up. Step out the bat
uh,
cave.
uh,
Still breaking up. Blop 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 blop. Yeah, you're in and out, man. You're in and out.
is that better?
Yeah, a little better. Go ahead. So
Okay.
you were
Well,
feeling Texas A&M.
oh yeah, I was just saying, it's just one of those.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to step out, man. And get a clear reception.
Okay, it's not clear.
Yeah.
Okay, it's better.
Yep. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but hey,
Yep.
it was just one of those. It was just one of those things.
Mhm. So, how'd you do overall? How many teams you got left in your bracket, and who do you got in your final four?
Well, like I say, I got Texas A&M.
You got Texas
I
A&M
got
in the final four.
the Final Four. I'm not sure. I don't see. I don't. My brackets are in my head. I can't exactly remember them. I have to download them. I actually have to look online. I think I got Texas A&M in the Final Four. I
Mm-hmm.
think
Is Duke still in it? The Dukies?
Duke's still in it. Yeah, Duke's still in it.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't a strong team this year.
Well, they really haven't played anybody.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if they haven't played anybody and they had a, somewhat mediocre or less than average season, that tells you something, you know? Anyways, I really don't care about Duke. I'm watching this ESPN 30 for 30. They're talking about that Duke lacrosse team. About 10 years ago when they had that party and they hired that black stripper. And the allegations were that the team had gang raped her. I'm watching the documentary and it's fascinating. Now, Duke's, that's your school, man. You got Duke money, right? You got a little something. Duke University owes you money. If I was you, I'd collect. Shoot. If I had Duke money. Anyways, um, really don't care about Duke this year because I think they got a down season. And this whole season, there really hasn't been no dominant team, you know? No dominant team. Like, I think Kentucky's already out of it, right?
Yeah.
Because like last year, you had like an undefeated Kentucky. There was a little buzz, right? You wanted to see if Kentucky could win it all. This year, it's like you don't really have, that one big dominant team that causes an
Well,
interest.
there is a team called North Carolina, man. Those guys are pretty good. And another team is Kansas. Kansas looks really good.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you, man. If I was to watch like North Carolina and Kansas playing, I'd be like, if I was to watch any of them, I'm like, are they any good? Well, what's their ranking? I couldn't tell you right from wrong, man.
Carolina's number one team in the nation right now.
Okay, I thought like everyone was pulling from like Michigan State, but they got bounced.
Michigan State got bounced
Hmm.
second round.
Yeah, but how about that ACC East Coast representing? Huh?
Hey, Virginia's still in it.
6 teams in the ACC are still in it.
Yeah, Syracuse is in it.
Yeah. Wasn't like BC who barely made the tournament and now they're like in the Sweet 16.
Um,
I may be wrong about that. BC,
who?
Boston College. No?
No.
That's how much I know about college basketball.
No.
All I know is Virginia looks strong and Maryland.
Villanova.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of like a hometown guy with college basketball. I root for the hometown East Coast team. So if Virginia's doing good, I'm happy. If Maryland's doing good, I'm happy. If Georgetown ever decides to play basketball again, I'll be happy. But then, other than that, I always for some reason end up rooting for Gonzaga, and they like ruin my bracket almost every year. Because like I always have Gonzaga going deep, like Final Four deep, and they bounce in the second or first round.
Yeah, a bunch of white boys.
Yeah. They got that Arvydas Sabonis. His son's playing at Gonzaga. You know that? Yeah.
Oh, hope he plays like his mother.
Oh man. But all right. So again, I'm trying to get your Final Four picks. You got Texas A&M, North Carolina. I guess you got Kansas, and then who else? Come on, give Virginia some love. Put Virginia in there. Villanova. You went for Villanova last year, and Villanova got bounced in the first round. That's the one thing I remember about the tournament last year.
This is a different Villanova.
Oh man, if they lose this weekend, man, you're gonna hear it from me. Last year you had them winning it all, and they bounced in the first round.
That was a miscalculation.
What was one of your miscalculations so far? What were your biggest miscalculations so far? You had Michigan State advancing?
Yeah, I mean, it was, I was off a little.
Yeah. I couldn't tell right from wrong this season. So, anyways, I heard a rumor.
Wisconsin looks good, too.
Yeah. Yo, did you hear about their head coach, Bo Ryan?
No, I didn't.
And why he stepped down last October? Like, a month into the college basketball. He stepped down in November. A month into the season, how he had that press conference saying, I'm stepping down, I'm burned out, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know why he stepped down?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, take a guess. This is easy.
Tell me why.
He was getting some nookie on the side.
I'm not surprised. I thought you was gonna tell me something more spectacular. That's the norm.
Well, that's why I said take a guess. It's not that hard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like for about say 10 years, he was banging his massage therapist, who was like 20 years younger than him, or like she was like a intern at the university, or not an intern. She was like at the school, like, really young, like, 18, 19, like when he first started tapping it, right? And, she was studying sports medicine and whatnot. And one of her, things she was studying was massaging, right? And that's how it started. And for like 10 years, he started banging her. And then when he decided, like, I don't want to do this anymore, she went to the school. She said, I'm gonna tell the school everything that you took school money to go to take me on these trips. That you took school money to buy me all this shit. And so then Bo Ryan, he went to the school himself and he fessed up, you know. And they're like, okay, we're gonna you know handle this quietly. You're gonna resign, and then you're gonna handle it quietly. But shit stink always rises, man. You always gonna someone else gonna find out about it. You know, old Bo Ryan is getting some ass on the side.
Mm, right.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's not spectacular, but when I heard it, I was like, oh shit. Oh, Bo Ryan. You go ahead, Bo.
Mm,
You go get some.
yeah. 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 Yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
not.
what?
I'm not.
It,
I'm not
it,
surprised. Again,
yeah.
I say again. I'm not
Uh huh.
surprised.
Yeah, it wasn't as spectacular as say like that high school head football coach in Alabama from Hoosier High. They had the MTV TV show and everything. Like this dude, he was married, kids. His son was on the football team, and he was tapping this chick on the side, and she would show up at the football games, sitting in the wives and parents section, wives parents section, and she'd be cheering him on directly.
Wow.
And then he left his family for her. He's like, I'm done with y'all. I'm going with her.
Mm, left his family.
Left his family for that young tail, man. And now he's got a whole new family with him. And his son, who's a football player, he's like, I don't ever want to see that SOB ever again. Oh, man. Yeah. And then you had that Arkansas head football coach from way back in the day. He used to coach Louisville. And I think now he's somewhere. I can't remember the dude's name. But he was tapping some intern. And then she was about to blab. And then for some reason he got into a motorcycle accident, and all I could remember was like when it all happened. The school, Arkansas University, they made him have a press conference a day after he got released from the hospital. His arm was in a sling. He had a neck brace on. He had cuts on his face. But Arkansas was like, "You're not gonna make us look stupid. You're gonna look stupid." So like they pushed him out in front of the cameras, busted neck and all, and he had to fess up his crimes and everything.
Wow.
That was funny as shit, man. I couldn't get enough
I
of
didn't know
that.
about that, man.
Yeah, look at it. I can't remember the dude's name. He's like, he got back. He's like coaching some ACC school now. Like first, like he was at Louisville, then he went to Arkansas, and he got really good at Arkansas. And then the whole affair shit happened, and then motorcycle accident, and then he started coaching at Western Kentucky. Then he went back to Louisville, if you believe it or not, and now he got some head opening job at ACC. I think he might have even went to Miami. I'm not sure, but yeah, if you I don't know, Google up Arkansas head coach, banging
Mm.
intern, you'll find out who it is. His name is
Okay.
very very common name, and you'll be like, oh shit, yeah, that's right, I remember him.
Mm.
Yeah. I was like
All
those.
right.
I was like it when that shit happens, man. This makes me laugh when that shit happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
We find out a head coach of a football team or basketball team is banging some intern,
Yeah.
getting some
Yeah. More power.
skin, getting some skin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man,
More power to him,
yeah. But speaking of scandals uh, that involve sex, you heard about the University of Tennessee? They're having this class action, sexual assault against, like the whole bunch of female players and students at University of Tennessee, ranging over at least 20 years, have come together on a class action lawsuit filed against the University of Tennessee, claiming a whole bunch of athletes, current and former, sexually assaulted them, and the school did nothing. I'll give you one guess of one player. He wasn't named as a defendant, but he was listed as a person that had done something sexually inappropriate in the past at the University of Tennessee.
You're not talking about the guy that's retired from the NFL.
Yeah.
But like, who cares?
Yeah, that's what I thought about. Cause like, you know what? When this news broke out, I'm like, this shit happened 20 almost 20 years ago, and
Yeah.
it was documented. You know,
Too late.
I remember reading about it back in 2000, right?
Yeah.
But they're treating it as like this. Oh shit, we just discovered this and it just happened. I'm like,
Too
no,
late.
this is old news, right? We're talking about Peyton Manning, boys and girls. For those of you who haven't figured it out,
Too late.
yeah. But schools are out of control, man. Schools are out of control. I'm watching
Yeah.
this Duke documentary. We're talking about head coaches getting some trim from interns. We're talking about sexual assault, all related to universities. Do you know why I bring this up, D?
Hmm.
I have a daughter that in less than 2 years, she's going to be going to school.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think I'm worried shitless for my
Yeah.
daughter? I'm
I'll
like,
tell you.
you're going to go to a school that's 15 miles away, and I'm going to drop you off and pick you up after each class.
Yeah. It will have to. It will have to be that way, buddy.
You know? Ain't no way you're
Because
going
I got.
out of state, you know? Ain't no way you're living on campus. Ain't no way you're going to ever go to a party.
Well, you're gonna run her away.
I know, man. What can you do? You know, you can
I
only.
can tell you what you're gonna do.
What?
I've had a daughter, and she's already been there and done that.
Oh, yeah? So what do you
They're
do?
gonna go when they go to college.
You just hope and pray and nothing bad happens?
Just all you could do is just hope and pray.
Oh, man. And hope and just rely on the fact that you taught your kids right, you know?
You'll be very surprised if you could be a fly on the wall.
Oh, man. You know, I don't want to hear it, D, because, like, I know how I was when I was younger, and you know how you were when you were younger. You know, all this shit that we.
I just had a daughter that graduated 5 years ago, 4 years ago.
Oh, man. Ah, man. I just, I'm kind of fearing it. You
When
know.
I see her pictures of her in college,
Mm-hmm.
and I ran into these other pictures.
Mm-hmm.
She's partying. She's at parties.
You got a cup in hand, throwing up signs. Woohoo!
Oh yeah.
Red cup. You know, at some flat house.
A lot of. Oh no, the whole pint.
Oh my
In her
goodness.
hands.
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
A cup. You being nice. The whole wine bottle.
She's just taking a swig from the wine bottle. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Dude, there's nothing you can do.
So when your daughter was in school, and you'd call her up, weekday, weekend,
Oh man,
say,
everything was
hey,
all hunky dory. Everything was hunky dory.
she'd be like, yeah, everything's good, Dad. I'm good. I'm going to class.
Dad, can you just send me $300? Just send me $300.
And then you go on,
okay.
and then you go on her Facebook page and you see a wine bottle in her hand.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, I'm talking. She made the dean's list.
Oh man. Well, I mean that's good. At least you had,
She partied. She partied and made the dean's list.
I mean, you just don't want anything bad happen to your kid, right? Boy or girl, regardless, you don't want to have anything bad happen to your kid. You know.
Depends on what you think is bad.
Sexual assault on campus. That's bad. At a frat house. You know.
Yeah.
You don't want to get that call at 3 a.m. from your daughter. She's sitting in the emergency room. That's bad.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, my daughter. I guess my daughter. She was how to handle herself.
That's good,
You
man.
know.
You know.
She knew the ropes.
Yeah, that's all you can do. You rely
You
on the
know.
fact you taught them right and from wrong. Keep a good head on their shoulder, and
Yeah.
hope and pray nothing bad happens to them.
She came from the city too. She grew up in the city.
Did she go to a city
She went,
school?
she went, she went to high school in the city.
Did she
City
did
school.
her college? Did she go to a city college or one of those country colleges, as I like to call them?
She went to a city
Okay,
college.
okay,
She went Manhattan.
okay. Manhattan, you?
Exactly.
Ah, very good, very good. Well, glad to hear everything worked out for you and your daughter. Now I just ask you to hope and pray when my daughter goes off to school. She turns out all right, just like your daughter. Right? I mean,
Yeah, man. It's
she's got the
when I when I
grades,
when I when I
you
when
know.
I dropped my daughter off.
Uh huh.
It was the
You had
funniest thing.
did you have the talk with her?
Well, it was the funniest thing. It was almost like you see, you had to talk with them before you get there.
Uh huh.
We can't do it while you're there.
Yeah.
It's too much. Just too much distraction, and
What
you
about
already.
on the way over in the car ride?
You can do it. You can do it on your way up.
So
Wherever you go.
what did you tell your daughter? What was the talk? What did you tell
I
her?
just told her, say, hey,
What were the words of wisdom that D gave to his daughter?
well, I was lucky. I didn't have to tell her too much because she already knew.
Mm-hmm.
Being from coming out of the DC school system,
Mm-hmm.
so I already knew she knew, a lot more than the regular freshman.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of just gave her some, pointers, a few extra pointers.
Like pour your
Just
own drink. Never take a drink from a dude.
yeah, stuff like that, or I mean, she already experienced that in high school,
Mm-hmm.
not taking, drinking and stuff. So,
What about when it came time to like hooking up? Be like, if you're gonna do it, make sure you have a condom.
no, I didn't go there.
Didn't go there.
I let her mother handle that part.
Yeah, I mean that's like I don't know, that's just like sensitive subject for me. I don't even no, yeah, I let my wife handle it because my wife handles it rough. She's
Yeah,
like
I let her.
this is pretty much my wife. She's like, if I ever find out you're having sex, I'm gonna kill you. And my wife leaves it at that.
Yeah, leave it at that. Yeah, that's all you can do
Uh,
because they're gonna have sex.
yeah, yeah.
They're gonna have sex.
It's a force of nature. You can't stop it. You know. Oh man.
Very,
So you're
very,
like
very, very, very few of them. Very, very few come out untouched.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the sad thing about it, man. And then
That's the sad part. Yeah.
and the thing is, like you and I as dads.
Hey, when I was in school, when I was in college, none of them got out untouched. None of them.
Not from you, anyways. Be like, hey, you, come here. You too, come here.
I took the leftovers. I took leftovers.
Oh man, you're bringing back too
I
many
took
memories
leftovers.
now, man. You're bringing back too many memories.
Yeah, I took leftovers.
I remember.
I was like, look, guys, I let all the guys get all the good stuff, the top rank, I let everybody get all the prime rib.
There was times when I got sloppy seconds. That's like when when the club is closing at 5 in the morning, and you rub your eyes a little bit and see what's left. Like, oh shit, okay, it's a little fat, you know.
That was
Looks
the
a little,
outhouse.
looks a
That
little,
was the
looks.
outhouse.
She looks a little
5 o'clock.
hurting.
5 o'clock was the outhouse time. You had to get the 2 o'clock was the leftovers, but the 5 o'clockers, those were like that. Those are like the
Well,
pig
that's what I'm
pants.
saying. You're a little fat. You know, you're a little busted in the face. You know, but you know what?
Those were the pigs.
Come here, come here. You're coming with me.
The bulls. Those were the pigs and the bulls.
Those were the designated ugly friends for the hot chick.
The big girls.
Those were the hurtings that made the hot girls dragged along to make them look hotter. You know what? Yeah, you look a little hurting, but you know what? Come on. No, but the sloppy seconds were like, remember when like your boy, you know, he was like making out with this, like at a house party or whatever, right? You know, he's making out with this chick, she's hot and whatnot, and for whatever reason, he like steps away for like maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes, and then you do the scoop and robbery, sloppy seconds, where she's like looking for him, not around, and like you just like boop, squeeze right in, and you take it. I did. I did that a couple. I'm not gonna lie. I did that a couple times. I pulled a robbery on my boys. Just took their girls when they weren't watching, or when they got sloppy.
Well, it was always I was more like the sixth man coming off the bench.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I operated more like that because if my man, I operated with guys. All my friends, they had like not just one girl, they had like 2, 3,
Yeah,
4
sure.
girls, and they used to need a sixth man.
Be like, hey, handle this piece right here. Okay, yeah, because like you'd be at a party and like three of his side pieces show up, and he's like, I need backup here.
Yeah, man.
And D's like, yo, put me in, coach. I got this.
Yeah, it's true. Let's be honest, man. It's the honest truth.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just I would be like, okay, I'll go out with her. I'll take her home with me. He said, yeah, man. Can you take her home with you, man? Because other girl's here, man.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
I
Man,
remember.
I got her, man. I got her.
I remember those situations, man. I remember those. That's one time, like we were in Boston. Like this is when I was in the Navy, and me and my boys went out partying. My boy Franco and me, we were out there, we were doing our thing. And Franco, next thing I look around, next thing I know, Franco's making out with this really hot chick, right? And I'm like, hey Franco, you good? He's like, yeah, man, I'm good. But yo, Q, you gotta do me a favor. I'm like, what? I'm like, she wants me to go home with her, but she's got a friend. I'm like, okay, I understand what's going on here. I'm like, who's her friend? And he just pointed to this big fat hurting. I'm like, oh, Franco, no, man. He's like, come on, dude, hook me up, be nice. I'm like, oh, are you serious? You know, but at that point, it was 4:35 in the morning, and your boy Q, yeah, she was a dog, man. She was a dog. I'm not gonna lie, she was a dog. But you know what? That's what being a good wingman is. You hook your boy up. My boy Franco got it in. He scored, and I was on the couch, halfway interested in what that chick was saying. That's great. What's on TV? Oh shit, ESPN? That's not bad. Oh shit, they got a game on. Let me watch the game. And she was like, well, I mean, are we gonna do anything, And I was like, oh, I don't know. I'm not the one to kiss and tell too much, but I'll say for that night, nothing really happened, you know? I wasn't into it. I'll be honest. Wasn't into it. And left it at that, you know? But needless to say, sometimes you got to take one for the team, You got to take one for the team, bite the bullet, you know. So and there were times when my boys hooked me up. I was like, come on, you gotta do it. Take one for
Yeah,
the team.
yeah. Those were the days, man. Those
Those
were
were
the
the
days.
days, man. And that's just why like now when we're older, wiser, and we have daughters, we're like, ah, shit. We know
Yeah.
what's out there, man. We know
Yeah.
what's out there. And today's
Yeah.
day and age, it's worse, And
It's worse. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can only hope and pray and that my daughter comes out untouched. She's gonna have boyfriends, she's gonna have relationships. But I'm like, God damn it.
You might as well keep her at home, man.
That's
That's what you think.
it.
You might tell her, look, we're not going to get an education,
No, no,
honey.
no. You're gonna do online schooling. Have you heard of online schooling? You
I
can
just
get
want
your
you to sit in your room.
degree from
I
your
want you to sit.
room.
I got an outlet for you. I want you to sit in your room while you can't come
Uh-huh.
out. I don't want you to see any guys. I don't want any boys to look at you.
Uh-huh.
I don't want anybody to talk to you.
Oh man, my daughter's like, I can't wait to go to college. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, oh shit, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know.
This little man, she's just gonna like when she gets there, man. You're gonna just take her there.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna help her unpack,
Mm-hmm.
and after you help her unpack, might your wife might help her with her room a little. I don't know, just
Mm-hmm.
I usually do that. I remember when I took my daughter, her mother helped, little decoration here
Right.
and there.
Did you
You
drop a
know.
hint? Like, did you put condoms on her nightstand or something?
Yeah, I mean, I gave her a lot. I'd already gave her stuff.
Oh
And
man.
she had
Well.
so much. She had so much. She had so much.
Hmm.
The truck was. The
Oh
truck was.
shit. And they got
Truck.
like they didn't they have like a 2-person dorm room? How much can you
It
fit
was.
in there?
Look. It was. This. This was a suite.
Oh,
They had a suite.
damn.
So it was like 4 girls.
Oh shit. All right.
I mean, it was nice. It looked like an apartment.
Not like the 8x10s that you and I were used to.
No, nothing like that.
If you catch the
Nothing
reference,
like that.
the 8x10.
I mean, if anything, it was nothing like that.
Uh-huh. I hope
We had
not.
showers. They had their own showers.
Uh-huh.
Each two girls. It was just. It was almost their own kitchen. It was just wow. I was like, whoa, sink area. They were
Hmm.
chilling. So all
Damn.
you can do is drop her off. You're gonna drop her off
Uh-huh.
and help her unpack. And then, like I said, after your wife finishes helping her in the room, some of her girlfriends might be her roommates.
Yeah.
They're going to give her the look.
Uh-huh.
And they're going to give her the wink or whatever the sign is.
Yeah, as soon as your parents gone, we're partying.
Exactly.
I'm just like, oh, but like one good thing I can kind of uh be relieved of the fact that like my daughter, one of her friends, she goes to a different school, but the same grade, and my daughter and her, like both of them want to go to UVA. And I'm like, please let them be roommates so they can keep an eye on each other. Because
Yeah.
like her friend, parents, and me and my wife, we're friends, right? We visit each other every so often and whatnot. And they're like, "Oh, your daughter's going to UVA? Oh, your daughter's going to planning on going to UVA." I'm just like, please let them be roommates and let them keep an eye on each other.
Okay. Okay.
You know.
Well, you know where she's going then. Right. She's going to UVA, right?
Well, that's one of her schools, but my daughter's like your daughter. She wants to go to NYU. You know.
Ooh.
I'm like, let's clear that with the mother, because the mother's not even letting her go out of state.
Ooh.
you know,
Whoa.
if it was
Well,
up,
shoot.
is
Yeah,
that if it,
when my daughter's first year in New York,
Mm-hmm.
And when she came home, by that Thanksgiving, by the time it was Thanksgiving that year, her freshman year,
Uh-huh.
it was almost like I didn't know who he was.
Damn. Yeah. I mean, come on, we can relate, right? When we
I
went
mean,
home, when
it was like she went to New York. New York did something to her.
I know, man. I know. I know. We my family and I, we go to New York often for vacation, visiting, friends and family. And my daughter is always fascinated and falls in love with New York City.
That's it.
You know.
Yeah, well, that's where she's going.
And she told me, like, like last time we were there, we were walking around Soho, and she's like, I want to go to school here. But see, D, the thing is, she can say she wants to go to school there, but like I said, she's got to get past the mother. My wife, she's like, if it's up to my wife, my daughter's staying in the state of VA. She's not leaving.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
My wife will go so far as to contacting the board of admission at NYU and saying, making sure my daughter doesn't get accepted.
Right.
Even though she's top of the list of students getting accepted.
Ooh.
My wife would be like, no, do not accept her.
Hey, man, like I say, man, you gotta let her go. You gotta let her go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to cut the cord, right?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? You can't keep them in the nest forever.
Yeah.
I mean, I can just
Yeah,
imagine our parents when we went. I mean, I went in the Navy and I went halfway across the world and I was partying. Imagine what my parents were thinking. My son's in some freaking country. He can't tell us where he is because it's classified. But I don't know what he's doing, where he's at, when he's coming back. And I'm in fucking Panama partying my ass off.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it was almost like I'm just gonna tell you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I became my. Hey.
Were you your daughter when you went back to visit your parents? They were like, "Who is this boy in my house?"
I'm telling you.
I don't recognize you, D.
It was almost. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. By the time sophomore, when I come back to school her sophomore year,
Mm-hmm.
it was like, Dad,
Oh.
I don't even need you to help me.
Man, I know what you're talking about. There was like one whole year where I didn't go back to visit. I only went back to visit my folks once that year. You know what I mean? When you get into that stage where like you're so busy with yourself, you don't even go back to see your parents.
You don't even go back. The only time you're gonna go back is Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's when I went back. I was like partying, and then my mom pages me, right? On the pager. And I call her, I'm like, yeah. She's like, you coming home from Thanksgiving? I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I'm leaving right now.
Yeah.
And then that was like Thanksgiving morning. I was like still partying Thanksgiving morning. Like, shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, guys, I gotta go.
I gotta go. I mean, first of all, I gotta go so I can get some real food.
Yeah, that was the other thing, man. Yeah, and there was one time where my mom, she became so concerned, she got my older sister, her husband, and she came down to Norfolk where I was. And she's like, what's going on? I haven't heard from you. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot. Sorry I made you drive down here.
Oh, man.
I felt bad, man,
Man,
Sometimes you get so carried away, man. I just,
Yeah.
But we're parents now. We're gonna worry. I mean, I'm sure there was nights when you were sitting there, you hadn't heard from your daughter in like days, and you're like, WTF,
It will be weeks.
Oh man.
Not days.
I'd be freaking out if I had, like, if I call my daughter now and she doesn't answer me like within 30 minutes, I freak out, And
she was good with her money. She would only call. She called when she needed money. Dad, I need money now.
Yeah, I'm down.
Now, not tomorrow. I need it now.
Yeah, yeah. That's the way it is with kids. You know, they only talk to you when they need money or they need something. My
Yeah.
daughter, my oldest daughter, she only talks to me when she needs something. You know, when she needs money or she needs to buy something or she needs to go somewhere. Other than that, I don't exist to her.
Yeah, man.
You know? Like, oh shit, yeah, that's right. I have a dad. Yeah. You know, he's good for giving me money.
Yeah, man. I tell you.
Oh man. Yo.
But,
Oh, I forgot your time limit, dude. You good?
oh, yeah. So, we got about a couple of minutes. But hey, look, in these couple of minutes, look, man, we got a madman still running for president.
Yeah.
He's gained a lot of momentum.
I hope that that APAC conference kind of set him straight.
Yeah, kind of about hypocrite at the same time.
I'm looking forward to the next debate. They're gonna have everybody on there. Hillary, Trump, Sanders, Cruz. They even let Rubio come just to make it interesting, even though he dropped out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna have everybody on there, and this is when everyone already knows it's Trump and Hillary, and those two are gonna go at it.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
You know what? I'm gonna call it right now. Trump. You know how Trump is. You know, he starts talking in the mouth, especially at these debates. He starts talking at the mouth. I'm gonna predict it right now, D. He's gonna call Hillary a bitch.
Oh.
It might be just a slip of the tongue, or he might actually mean it. He's like, she's a bitch. Let's be honest, folks. She's a bitch. Oh, Trump's gonna go after Hillary. He's gonna go after Billy Boy. He's gonna go after everybody, man.
If he does that, man, that'll be a World War III.
But you know, I'm just like, I just have like so many quips. If I was like Trump, I was like, I'm surprised you didn't wear a blue dress that had a stain on it.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, I'll be like, Hillary, you're here, but where's your husband? Do you know where he is right now?
Oh my goodness.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm glad you're not her campaign director.
Yeah, but look, I think Trump's gonna rise up to the moment, and he's gonna say something that's gonna be like, oh, did you hear what Trump said at the debate last night? It's gonna be like that.
Yeah. And it's gonna bounce him right out. He's gonna say something crazy. I know what you're saying, because that's what I believe. I believe he's gonna say something real crazy.
Yeah.
So crazy that they're gonna be like, oh my god.
Because you know how it is when the spotlight's on him, he gets that, you know, diarrhea of the mouth, where he says crazy shit. You know.
Yeah, he does.
You know.
Yeah, he does, man.
Yeah. But let's wrap it up. D, good father to father talk with you tonight.
We gotta get together. Let's get together for the week.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't hear what you said because you broke up again.
Oh no.
Are you still on that phone from 1980?
Hey, let's get together later on this. Let's get together later on this week.
Oh damn! You must be eating something good, man. You probably went to McDonald's right before the show, right?
Let's get together later on this week, man. Let's do another show this week.
We got to, man. I want to. I want to get 2 shows a week, because like our standard. If you remember our gold standard, which was about a year ago this time, we were doing 3 shows a week. Do you remember that?
Yeah, man.
3 shows a week. Right now, I can't even fathom that. You know, like what the fuck is 3 shows a week? Damn. You know. But anyways, absolutely, we're gonna do another show this week because our audience demands it. All 12 people who listen to the show, they demand it. They're like, hey, we need a second show. But all kidding aside, we're still getting a lot of good feedback. We're still getting the haters. You know, haters gonna hate, right? But Show's catching momentum, which is a good thing. I like it.
Love it.
All right.
All right, man.
For my boy D,
Yeah, man.
it's your
Talk to you
boy.
later, baby.
It's your boy Q. Look at, he's already 1 foot out the door. All right, D, I ain't gonna hold you up. Go do yours, man. Go do your thing.
Yeah.
All right, and I'll catch you on the rebound, bro.
All right, Quaz. Get
All right.
back with you, baby.
Peace. This your boy Quaz. This is the Quazemoto Show. Thanks for listening. Find us on YouTube, Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. Just Google Quazemoto Show and you'll find us. Later.